They don't have any Ninjamas. You have to find those at Target.
We have the Goodnites here, and we have the Ninjamas, and another open pack of Goodnites. Last night we used a Ninjama, and there were no leaks. The night before we used a Goodnites. Also, no leaks, no wet bed. I'm going to test these out over the next week, and let y'all know how it goes. Diaper Girl, back with another video. So in a previous video I talked about whether people preferred the Goodnites or the Ninjamas. At the time I didn't have any Ninjamas to show, but now I have a bag of the Goodnites and I have a bag of the Ninjamas. Now this bag is empty, but I'll try to see if I have one to show for kind of a comparison, and I'm going to talk a little bit about the different ones. So, first off, these are the Ninjamas. Let's see, how many do you get in a pack here? You get 14 in the Ninjamas, and the Goodnites, you also get 14 in a pack. And I think price-wise, they're about the same price. I think $9.97 is the price. I'll look that up to make sure. But I purchased both of these. No, I was going to say I purchased both of these at Walmart, but this was purchased. These were both purchased at Target. Because I was at Walmart. I had bought a pack of these previously at Walmart, and then I was in Target, and I saw these, so I purchased these from Target. For some reason Walmart didn't have them. Neither the Walmart in my town or the bigger Walmart. So anyhow, you get 14 in both of these. These are a small medium, and they go from 38 pounds to 70 pounds. These are a small, and they go from 43 pounds to 68 pounds, or 20 to 31 kilograms. This one is 17 to 32 kilograms. So, the small medium in this one starts at size 43. So if your child is under that, you would need an extra small, which my child is under 40 pounds, but this was the smallest size I found. And then these start at size 38 and go to 70 pounds. So that's about the equal range, because this one goes 2 pounds higher. But this one starts at like 5 pounds higher. The Goodnites say that they're the #1 nighttime underwear. And then the Ninjamas say nighttime underwear. They don't claim to be the #1, but they say that theirs is 100% leak proof, and theirs is by Pampers. The Goodnites is by Huggies, and they also say they're 100% leak proof. Clinically proven to be for a better night's sleep. And these, they don't tell you that they're proven. They just tell you that they're nighttime underwear. But they're 100% leak proof. And so from what I've read in comments, I believe most people preferred the Ninjamas versus these Goodnites. Let's jump in and look at the designs. Yeah, I've showed y'all the Goodnight. The video stopped because I ran out of space and had to go back and delete some stuff. But this is the Ninjamas, and I did find a Goodnites to compare it to. So the Ninjamas looks a little taller. Okay, these have the 360 design that stretch. Just look how stretchy they are. It's very stretchy. And would I say they hold up to 70 pounds? They hold up to 70 pounds. They stretch out. A small adult could probably fit in these. I know the next comment in the comment section is going to be try them on. Maybe I will do that in another video. But right now I'm just comparing them. Okay, these are very, very stretchy. Now these have, this is also, I believe, called a 360 design. But these have the tear tab, the kind of tabs that you can tear right there, where this is just an all-around stretchy fit. So, that is different between the two. We're now looking at the Goodnites. Okay. Let's see. These stretch out, and these hold up to 68 pounds. Okay. Stretch. Probably stretch about the same amount, even though the different designs. And which they're made to go to sleep in, so I mean, little children do wiggle around during their sleep, and I guess this stretchiness is good. So if you have a larger child, it will stretch out to fit correctly. Let me camera kind of got wobbled here, wobble sideways. So the design for the Ninjamas is spacemen and dinosaurs. And what dinosaurs are doing outer space, I don't know. Maybe this is the ground and then this is the spacemen. Space and dinosaurs. And that tells you that this is the back of the Ninjamas. There's the front design. It's cute. Little dinosaurs in space. This one, if your child likes Hulk, then they would like this design. This Hulk. And then it also says back, and it has pictures of Hulk and stars. And my child, his favorite color is green, so of course he likes the green design in the Hulk. This one also has a green dinosaur. But when I asked him which one he liked this one, the design of this one, because it has a green character, since green is his favorite color. So, both tell you that the back, both are stretchy. Let's see, do either one have a smell? I don't really smell anything. Maybe has a little bit of a scent. If they have any scent, it's not strong. They both tell you that they're 100% leak proof. Okay, and I'm going to talk a little about that. So, I've been doing a comparison. My son wore these for night. Like we did Monday night on these, Tuesday night these, Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, and then back to Monday. And we just flip-flop through the week. And then we kind of got out of the routine of flip-flopping, and my husband was like, well, did he wear this one last night or did he wear this one last night? And we kind of got confused with the routine of switching back and forth. And then I guess we didn't put them up. We were tired one night and we just laid them down somewhere in the living room. And these got put in the back of the room. And so these were up, like, in our range of where we grab something at night. And so we just started grabbing these every night, and then these got end up used faster than the other ones because we just got lazy and got out of the routine, and these were close by, so we was just grabbing these, and we forgot. My husband, when I was like, well, which one? I don't know anymore. Just grab something, and these got gone faster. Now, in reviews I seen, some people said that these, when your child wears these at night, they'll wake up and they'll have a urine smell. And that is true. Every time he has woke up in these, well, maybe not every night, but about maybe 80% of the time, he would wake up and would go into the living room and get ready to get him out of this, and I would smell a urine smell. And we're sitting in the recliner, and he has peed on it before, so I'm like, maybe I need to spray it down with some Febreze or something. Maybe it's the recliner. But then it happened again, and so it was coming from these two. You wake up and your kid will have a urine smell, and the bed has smelled like urine, and I thought, well, maybe he got pee on his Paw Patrol blanket, and the blanket just needs washing. And so I washed the blanket, sprayed the chair and everything with Febreze, and next morning still woke up and I still smell the scent of urine, so I'm pretty for sure these are not protecting the odor. Now these, the nights that he wore these, he woke up and I don't recall smelling any urine. And I've noticed that other people said that, so I believe that is true. These protect urine. The Ninjamas from Pampers protect urine smell better than the Huggies. What are these called? The Goodnites. All in all, both hold up pretty good to urine. He wakes up and, because he doesn't know how to control his body yet in the middle of the night, so he wakes up and they're full. And both has been protecting pretty well. I think we may have had a night where this one did kind of leak through, but with little boys, you got to make sure they're pulled up right. If you just put them on there and you don't make sure they're pulled up enough, you know, their little boy sprinkler, I'll call it, will go out of the pull up, just like with baby boys in the diaper. But all in all, they both work good for protecting from wetness. But as I said, this one has the urine smell. Okay, hopefully this video don't get flagged. One of my videos where I tried to show a wet pull-up got flagged as inappropriate or something. But this is a full one of the Ninjamas. You see how full it is, and it held up. That's probably like 2 cups of liquid if I were to do one of those wet tests. That would probably be about 2 cups, and as you can see, it's holding up. Let's take this back to the trash. Again, I'll show y'all the packaging. Let's talk to y'all for a minute about how potty train is going. So, our sessions now have ended with the occupational therapist. if y'all are interested, I'll make another video talking about our last 2 sessions and how that went. But that is now ended. And I spoke with his teacher after we had the homecoming crowning of the king and queen. And my son is homecoming prince for kindergarten. Yay! But after the crowning, I got to talk to his teacher, and she said that he is staying dry throughout the day. Yay! And then I had to go check him out for a funeral on Monday, and I got to talk to the paraprofessional as she was bringing him upstairs, and she told me that he has also been staying dry, so yay, I'm so proud. I think we're finally getting somewhere on the potty training journey, and thinking about finally sending him to school next week in underwear. This is so exciting. I'm so proud. And yesterday now, he did have a wet pull-up. He has a quiet toilet that he's allowed to use, and he said that someone was in his quiet toilet and he had to use the loud toilet, and he has, I guess, sensory issues with the loud sound, and he didn't like that, and so he didn't want to go back, I guess, to the loud toilet, and he did have to be changed. He came home in a different pull-up, but I got confirmation from the teacher and the paraprofessional that he is now in the process of finally being fully potty trained at school. Home, gotta still work on that, and then we're gonna work on bedtime. But we're finally moving forward. Yay! I'm so excited. We're conducting a test here. We have the Goodnites with the Hulk design, and it's a little bit soiled, but it should not have been enough for it to leak. And we had wet blanket. For the little boys, you have to make sure they're pulled up tightly. I think maybe it wasn't pulled up tightly enough. Okay, so last night he wore the Ninjamas and was a little bit irritated this morning getting up to get him ready for school. I saw something on Facebook that kind of irritated me, and so I didn't really shake the bed to see if it was wet, but I don't think he got it wet. So I think these what? I guess maybe they are working better than the Goodnites. Tonight we're going to try the Goodnites again. This is day 3 or morning 3 of switching up between Goodnites and Ninjamas to do a test review for you guys. I've heard people say that the Goodnites can have a urine smell, and that does seem to be true. When he wears this one, I can smell a urine smell. He wore this, the Goodnight ones with Hulk on them. He wore this last night, and I can smell a bit of a urine smell. 4 nights into this experiment, last night we wore the Ninjamas. I didn't smell no urine smell. The bed was dry, so good job on the Ninjamas.